This is a dangerous system. Damaging winds, heavy rainfall, storm surge, rough seas, mudslides, and flash flooding are all possible risks. Djoungou is located 1,067 kilometers south of Diego Garcia, and has moved eastward at 35 kilometers per hour, 19 knots, over the past 6 hours. Categories are estimated. Forecasts are provided by JTWC. Wind speeds and categorizations may differ from those provided by local meteorological agencies. Djoungou is currently tracking just a shade south of due east, along the near-equatorial ridge to the north, which extends all the way to Australia. No significant change in the steering pattern is expected, other than a slight reorientation of the ridge axis. This will push Djoungou onto a more southeastward track after 12 hours, which will continue through the remainder of the forecast, as the system tracks into the mid-latitude. Over the next 36 hours, Djoungou is forecasted to continue to rapidly intensify, expected to reach a peak intensity of at least 220 km per hour, 120 knots, at 12 hours. After reaching its peak, the system will begin to weaken slowly at first, but after 36 hours Djoungou will begin to rapidly weaken as northwesterly shear increases sharply and pulls in dry air, which will entrain into the core of the system. Djoungou is forecasted to begin subtropical transition, STT, at 36 hours, and in 2 days, the system will be decapitated by the strong shear and smothered by a deep layer of dry air above 700 HPA. STT is forecast to be complete in 3 days, but potentially as early as the next 2 days. Model guidance continues to be in tight agreement due to a very simple steering mechanism. The JTWC track forecast is placed with high confidence with a cross-track spread at 3 days of just 185 km. Intensity guidance has a bit more spread, with most guidance showing the same general trend throughout the forecast period. Peak intensity in the guidance ranges from 205 km per hour, 110 knots, for the ship's model, up to 250 km per hour, 135 knots, for the COAMS-DC ensemble. Mean, CTR1, with the JTWC forecast most closely following the HAFSA guidance over the next 36 hours. For the remainder of the forecast period, the guidance package is in good agreement with weakening after 24 hours, but with a 35 km per hour, 20 knots, spread through to the end of forecast period. For this reason, the JTWC intensity forecast is placed with medium confidence. Maximum significant wave height is 11 meters, 36 feet. Information provided by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, JTWC.